with this message or with this vlog, I don't wish to reinvent the wheel, tell everybody they're doing a bad job and not to offer growth at all. But the current climate or the current educational climate that we're in has me worried that when we present something like skills development programs and we get government funding and persons with disabilities are being able to get out of the house and experience the 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning traffic and coffee and tea time and smoke break, that's all good on the qualitative side in the first 3 months of a program, you know. And it's good that they can then contribute and do monthly shopping, they want to carry off groceries. But the other side of the qualitative equation, I feel, and this is just my opinion, having been a worker, having been a learner, having been a student, that when it comes to persons with disability, we still rely on the penmanship and disability and discipline to get the job done, whereas our able-bodied counterparts, doesn't matter the income bracket much anymore. The teacher, I mean, in the nicer schools, in the nicer areas, have smart boards, have overhead projectors. Now, nowadays PowerPoint, I'm sorry, revealing my age there, but and things get submitted electronically. And why is this technology not trickling down fast enough into the learnership or the SETA sector as we know it? I mean, isn't it getting dangerous now? Again, we're grateful for the opportunity because we get out of the house in the morning, coffee and big pee in the traffic or whatever. But where's the permanency? Where's the growth? Where's the wedding rings? Where is that part of the qualitative variation? We know that the administrators of the learnership, they're scoring quantitatively in terms of their numbers. But people are not getting married, people are not getting to the next level of independence, people are being treated like children, and I don't want to reinvent the wheel or step on anybody else's toes. But in an ideal situation where we can tether keyboards to smartphones and learners with limited dexterity can pound out their assignments and get out what is in their heads and indeed be good students and be good workers, why are we not getting it? Why are we not getting the growth? Is it fair? Quantitatively, you guys are scoring at those of you that administrated these fucking programs, but qualitatively, we still suffering. You know, in the old days, learning penmanship was very hard, and the teacher would fucking murder you, verbally fucking murder you, and make an example out of you. But in today's time, you can't do that. I mean, I was helping a friend out with a project now, and I looked at her chicken scratch. And not that I feel sorry for her because she's a bit of a lazy bitch, that one, but I love her anyway. I looked at the chicken scratch and I figured, how long did it take you to scribble out this? And on your phone keyboard and with an Android device, you can do the same document in a much nicer setup, and it flows better from you. Already, this particular person has a severe speech impairment. It's not fair anymore. Don't you think it's time that I get to buy a van with hand controls and get to see the occupational therapist, and the occupational therapist says, yes, go for it. Or get a van with a driver that can also put aftershave and shaving cream, and I can go and pick up my girlfriend and we can have a lovely Friday to Saturday evening, Sunday, even go to church with her while she enjoys herself. Church is never going to be my thing. But if I need to support somebody, I'd want to go and do that at least once a month or whatever. That's the growth that a job and indeed a learnership or skills program should offer. Not this perpetual studentism and rewriting your matric. You know, some of us have written our matric for the purposes of learnerships at least 3 times over in one lifetime. And we're 35 and 40 and almost 45. But yeah, the government just increases the age limit and they don't care. They don't know what they don't know, but they think that. But you know, because for example, just because you're walking doesn't mean you can get your panties down fast enough to sit on the toilet. And just because you're talking doesn't mean that you won't have a problem doing math. In the old days, if you could pass math, you could do fuck all in class. But it doesn't work like that anymore. And that's something we need to look at. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Any questions, and if I offended anybody, please leave me a comment. Services CETA, in CETA, leave me a comment. Quad Para Association, Athens School for the Blind, TBSA, Reable, leave me a comment. Let's do something about this. Don't you want to get married? Don't you want to go to a friend's wedding? That friend happens to be severely physically disabled or whatever the case? Don't you not want to have the fear of your coffin still having to be pushed out of your childhood home when all you wanted was a home of your own where the coffin can be pushed out of? I think that's what we all want.